This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisinsuranceagency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
Welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarola, Mayor for the city, and yes, this beautiful Thursday afternoon, and we are live. And speaking of live, you know spring is coming when Rhoda Springs opens for the season. What town is that? Is that like Sterling or West Boylston? When their ice cream place opens, you know that's the beginning of spring. And speaking of spring and the beginning of, a long-awaited absence from the show last week. You know, he deserved it. He was probably on some warm island, but he's back. And now it's time for the Out Report.
Yes, he is, and this is not a recording.
No.
First off, it's good to see that Leominster got a lot of nice press last week in the papers and on Facebook about the condition of the streets after that heavy, wet storm we got.
Yes.
And the overall condition of the city, no matter where you went, when the snow cover was gone and or before or after, the city's number one in just the way it's looking, the way it's run. And I think that's a heads off to you, your staff, everybody out there. Even the gent that walks around, I say even, he's very cog of the city downtown with his bag picking up trash.
Yes.
It's a wonderful, dedicated individual doing stuff like that. Hats off to them.
We got two
and
guys.
Now I have a mini rant, and then I'm going to get off the phone.
All right. What's the rant?
I just bugs the heck out of me that you got to drive. We drive to Worcester to the hospital, and they charge you to park your car there. It ain't bad enough for the price of the gas. You're under stress. You're going to have to pay a copay. Then you come out and you got to give them $7 if you're only there for a couple hours. God knows what it must be for 2 or 3. They do give a discount to people that have a handicap place, but I just find it. You don't go to the hospital. It's like going to get an ice cream. You're under stress to begin with. Then you got to start fumbling around for dollar bills because, oh, by the way, when you pay for the parking, you have to feed it into a machine. And, trying to find that slot as you get older, you can't find it where it takes your money, and you press buttons and this and that and this and that.
Every machine's different. Every machine's different.
I know. But you know what? It could be a lot worse, but I had to get it off my chest.
Yeah, at least you're leaving the hospital.
That's my point. And it's good care.
Yes.
So hats off to them and thank them.
All right.
And to you as well, and have a good evening.
All right, Art. Look at Art. Art came in with an agenda, prepared. No messing with Art. All right. We've got a busy show today, and just a reminder that the Student Art Show, this is students from all Leominster, whether it's parochial schools or Leominster schools, as long as they lived in Leominster, they could submit their artwork. And it is tonight, Thursday night. I think we kick it off at 6 o'clock tonight. And for some reason, you can't miss it. There are 2 other options. One is you can come to City Hall anytime City Hall is open for the next week and look at the artwork. And I went through there today, and I strongly suggest that you take a peek. And then also, we'll be there tonight, right? We're going to be there.
We'll be there.
And we're going to be walking around talking to some of the student artists and some of the teachers. And so if you missed the first 2 options, you got option 3 is to watch it right here at leominster.tv. We're going to take a short break, and then we're coming right back here with more Inside Leominster. zip. Hey! A little piece here. We have a little citation here from all of us. Sandy here is from the Chamber of Commerce. Do you have a proclamation or anything that we have with you? Or?
No, bring something? No, this is
we'll
more,
share it.
this is the city of Leominster's.
Then we'll share it with you.
That's okay.
Anyway, just because we have Leominster TV here, we'll let people know that this is 71 North Main Street. It's where Don's Diner is. It's where Dr. Fontaine's office is. And it's right to the far left. And it's called Beauty Empire. And they did a beautiful job in Beauty Empire inside here. And so I'll let you tell a little bit about yourself and why you opened the business.
Okay, so my name is Nadia Ruiz. I'm doing this for a couple years. I love what I do, and I'm so happy to be here in Leominster and, you know, make this possible to open a business.
What kind of services will you have here?
Nails, hair, pedicures, eyelashes.
I have those. Well, anyway, thank you for investing. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
For anybody that's watching that has this, you know, dream that maybe for many years you wanted to start your own business, there are so many more opportunities today. And just speaking with the Mass Office of Business Development, they have a pool of funding that they have to try to get minority and woman-owned businesses some help. And then New View, which is a nonprofit as well, who operates here in North Worcester County, and then the Chamber of Commerce. So there are a lot of resources that are available if people want to start a business. And how long you been in the business?
Like 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Okay.
And they so good. They train me like a family.
So you,
yeah.
And now you're a business.
I recommend everybody
Right.
when start their
Start
own
another
business.
Yeah.
Call Maribel or call her.
Good. Thank you for
Yeah.
inviting us and letting
Thank
us be
you,
part of
guys.
this exciting day.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
And we're back here at Inside Leominster, and yes, we're live this afternoon. Yeah, we had that grand opening earlier this week, and they did a really nice job. They pay attention to detail, and we must have the most beautiful city in America. There are more salons and hair salons, and nail salons. We must. We have to. Have you ever seen so many?
No.
Seriously, I mean, think about it. We have like a list. It's like 2 pages long, that small typing of all different places in town. Well, guess who's here? They haven't been here in a while. You've been absent from your duties. The Bay State Brawlers are here, and we had you on like every year for a long time, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And then we know the rest of the story.
We do.
I hope they just abolish the word COVID, and the other words I want them to abolish in the dictionary are the abundance of caution.
Yes.
If I hear that word one more time,
Yeah.
for the abundance of caution. We shut the world down. No, I don't know. Anyway, well, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Bay State Brawlers are back. And first, as we get going, just introduce yourselves, please. I have all
Okay,
your names here.
thanks.
I'm Mingo.
I'm Venus. And I'm still Amy.
I checked your birth certificate. Did not say Venus. Is that your stage name?
Yeah.
Derby name, yeah.
Well,
Same thing.
what if somebody wants to contact you after to sign autographs or, you know,
Maybe
make
they
a
can get in touch
single
through you.
appearance, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you've got your fundraiser coming up this weekend, the 11th.
Yes.
And it's a chili cook-off. $5. $5, that's all to come in and taste chili.
Taste as much as you want.
Don't eat. Go there because you're going to need some room in your belly for chili.
And bake sale.
And a bake sale.
Yes.
Oh,
Definitely.
you've got it complete. Cheap
Cornbread.
date, guys. Cheap date, right?
And beverages.
Beverages, too.
We've got concessions. We're at the Wallace Arena, so.
How many do you have signed up so far to sort of do the...
The competitors?
Yeah.
The chili competitors.
I think they're about 14 or
14 or
15.
15,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's you better watch out. You know, they had a soup thing. You had a soup competition up at the Eagles. They had to close early because so many people showed up.
Oh my
Did they
gosh,
run
I
out?
hope
They
not.
ran out.
But we'll
Because I
still
got
have
there
plenty
like
of beer.
3:30. You're supposed to go to 5. And they're like, sorry, but...
Well, the concessions won't run out. They have plenty of beverages at the concessions, and plus we'll have the bake sale.
But
so
that's
it'll be
good.
fun.
That's good. I mean, you got 14 venues so
Yeah.
far. Right?
So far, and I'm sure we'll get a few last-minute people
wow,
squeaking in.
that's
Yeah.
great. And this is all to help, right?
all
you
to
have
help.
costs.
We fund
right?
Promote and
ourselves.
fund
Yeah.
the Bay State Brawlers.
So you have to like book time at the rink and everything, right? I mean, you have expenses.
We do, yeah. But we're all set for the season. We love our partner, Wallace Arena. Yeah.
So you're
That's
ready to
where
roll.
home
Hey,
rink.
did you bring any film on? Did anybody bring any video at all?
No.
Can you, I don't. Keith or Bradley, if while these ladies are here, if you can find some video somewhere on YouTube or something.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, if you can't, don't worry about it. But last time yeah. So it's always fun. What a fun thing, huh?
It's
is.
really fun.
We love
Now,
it.
now I know the teams change sometimes. Bay State's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But sometimes the other teams change.
11th season.
And the other teams sometimes change. And who's the challengers this year? Who dares to take on the Bay State
Oh, like who are we
Brawlers?
playing? Gosh, that's going to be tough because we have an A team and a B team, so we may play the same team if they have an A team and a B team,
Right.
or we may have an A team from one place and a B team from somewhere else. I can say for certainty that we're playing New Hampshire Roller Derby A and B, but the other games I can't say off the top of my
Right,
head.
right.
But we do have the games
Well,
scheduled.
who wants to challenge the great 11-year, 10-year veteran Bay State Brawlers? Who would do that?
A lot of people would. It's like a friendly competition, really.
I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
I'm trying work
Build
with
some
me here.
hype.
Trying to hype this up.
It's a good
all,
time.
It's all serious
Yeah.
until the game is done, and then we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
And so, how many years you been doing it?
5.
5, and you?
Since the beginning of 2019.
19. How about Venus?
I am 2 months short of a year.
Oh, cool.
I started in September.
So it is interesting because I remember in the past we've always told everybody, you don't need any experience, just come on in.
No.
And that's the purpose of the AB team, right?
And even C. Yeah, we're hoping for a rec team this year too. It's anybody can play derby. We teach you everything from how to put your skates on, how to fall safely because we all fall, how to get back up. That's one of the most important things that I've learned in derby, literally and figuratively.
So you have an interest in it because you saw it?
Yes.
And you
When I
said-
started in September, I had not been on roller skates since the late 1990s.
But did you see one of the...
Yes. Yeah.
And you
they
said,
they were
you got the bug?
They show up at the Comic-Cons, and I saw them a couple times at the Comic-Con, the
slowly-
plastic Comic-Con.
Slowly you get
And I just
interested.
said, what am I waiting for?
And you're like, yeah, let's just sign up.
Do it.
We're a
And
little
then you did it. And
persuasive
then what
as
happened,
that.
Venus, after you signed up? Was it what you thought?
I didn't come in with any expectations.
So were you pumped when you finally put on all the gear and
Yeah.
the teams there? And
Yeah.
that's got to be.
The first night.
Did you guys find anything? You can find anything on roller derby. I just like to watch it. It's fun.
The first,
to our
first
game.
time is terrifying, and then you can't wait to come back again.
Man.
We don't have Keith as support, so I'm
Keith's not
struggling.
here.
Nope.
Oh.
Just me and Johannes.
If you
tonight.
can't find anything, just find anything roller derby. Just fun to watch anything, right?
All right.
When it comes to roller derby. Well,
But we
some
can
people
talk
have never
about,
seen roller derby.
Amy skates, if you
I know.
want.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch
have
of
some gear
equipment.
if you wanna
because
talk
we
about that.
we do it safely. I mean, you're going to fall, but you're going to fall safely. They actually teach you how to fall, and you got all this equipment on.
Okay, shows. Look at that.
So you
I don't
can't
know
you
where
can't
the
do it in
camera is, but
rollerblades. You
yes.
need the
Right.
quad.
Skates.
These are special for the.
Well, they're just you need 4 wheels arranged in a rectangle. You
Right.
can't do it in the inline skates.
Right, right.
No, you wouldn't be able to stop properly and maintain your balance
And
quite.
that's all part of it.
Yes.
The helmet, got to have
helmet,
that.
yeah.
right?
always.
Multi-impact
Definitely.
helmets.
And full pads and a mouth guard, which I hope
I
you
did
didn't
not
put
put
on
my
my
mouth
mouth.
guard.
I was like,
not
I
going to
hope
put
you
my
didn't
mouth
leave
guard
it
out
out
there. No one needs to see that.
No.
But you use them. So
Absolutely.
It's all about safety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
have
you're
you
gonna
competed
fall.
yet?
This
I
year?
haven't. Yeah.
For her.
Oh.
No,
Have you
not
competed
yet.
yet?
No.
Soon,
So
hopefully.
2 of you haven't competed, 2 of you have.
I've only scrimmaged. I'm
Oh, you scrimmaged.
real close to being teamed.
All right. Hey, this is exciting. So when's the first tournament?
I think it's June 3rd, but don't quote me.
No, it's okay.
I don't have my talking
No,
points
no, no.
memorized.
You
No,
update- you can update
we
us
have
on
one
it.
in June, July, and I think one in August.
at least
They are
4
all
home games,
listed
yeah.
on our website.
Oh,
and
good.
they're
So
all
I
listed
know I
on
can at least
Bay
get
State
to one of
Brawlers
them.
on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Now, is there a men's league as well?
There was.
And they-
It was called Maelstrom.
The closest men's league currently, as I believe, is up in Maine.
So, I mean, 11 years is a long time. Well, the team has lasted a long time.
It has. It's really amazing. Like going through the pandemic, when we lost our practice venue, we used to practice at Roll On America.
Oh,
And,
okay. Yeah.
they closed.
Yeah.
So we're kind of nomadic, and we have practiced at Roller Kingdom. We're practicing currently at Millworks in Westford, and also at Conant School in Acton at a gym. And so, like, we're really, I mean, when I said that we appreciate our partner, the Wallace Arena,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh State, we really do, because that's been a consistent, stable,
Right.
home arena for us every year.
Wow.
Yeah, well, every year since I've been around, I don't really
Right.
know what happened 5 years ago, but the pandemic was a disruption. I
Definitely.
skated outside on the trail, like rage skating. I'm like, we were so ready for our season, and then the world shut down.
We had everything in
Oh,
place.
look at this.
Oh yeah, there we
Yeah,
are
we are.
practicing.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Oh my God.
See?
That's Roll On
That's
America,
Roll On.
the
My
good old
goodness,
days.
Look at Bradley. He reached in and
This
huh?
is-
performed
Yeah,
miracles.
what a superstar. This looks like it was after a scrimmage because we're all wearing black and white.
Yeah, everybody looks.
Anybody
they're
still?
giving high fives. and-
Anybody there still?
Yeah, I think when you
about
first
half of the
put
people.
the clip
Okay.
on, I was like this. And
Oh, so that's
yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's so
let's-
fun.
So you're looking? Are you still looking to get players?
Definitely.
The team
Always.
members?
Yeah, we're actually in
Always.
tryouts right now.
All right.
So it's not too late if somebody wanted to come and try out with us. Go on our website and get the details, because I'm not going to be able to say it right. But
BayStateBrawlers.com.
yes, and the tryouts are all month long. And there's a couple mandatory practices that you need to get to. Next Tuesday is one of them, and then the 28th. Plenty of time.
Any
if
age
you-
restrictions?
18 plus.
18 plus. How fun.
And if
And
you've
I think
never
that
played before, we're always looking for new members, and we always have new classes starting
Right.
every few weeks.
Yeah, true. Probably the next one's in May, if I understand correctly. But just plug into our
Yeah, definitely. Look at our social medias. We always have them posted. What's going on with us?
All right. So the big chili cook-off this Saturday. Weather's going to be beautiful. You don't have to worry about it. 2 to 5. That's perfect. 3 hours is perfect. Wallace Civic Center. Cash your prize for first place, second, and third. $5 to taste and vote. Right, you get a vote, and $20 to enter the contest. Then you can run around. Whoever wins can run around for the next year.
You get bragging
Saying,
rights.
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
You
I'm
get
number
cash
one.
prizes.
I'm
you
number
get
one.
bragging
Season
rights.
tickets.
Season tickets.
Season tickets?
Yeah.
Double season tickets if you win, yeah.
Wow, that's quite the honor. But to be able to run around and say,
Oh,
I've got the
the
best chili,
bragging rights are
That's
definitely
big
what you
time.
want. What you want the most.
When it
Like,
comes time
I
to
won
chili.
the chili cook-off.
and you'll all be there?
And the prizes are really cool too. I'm not going to say what they are, but I've seen the.
You're going to keep us
prizes.
in suspense?
Yeah.
All right. Bay State Brawlers, Roller Derby. And they'll get us their schedule. And you can always go to BayStateBrawlers.com. You can go to, you have a Facebook page, go there and find out their schedule. And, but more importantly, help them to kick off the season with the chili cook-off. Again, coming up this Saturday, 2 to 5 at the Wall Civic Center.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Did we forget anything?
Come and skate with us.
Definitely.
I won't, but I'm going to
Well-
definitely make it to one of your
Okay.
one. I know I'll at least make it to one. It's
Come and-
exciting.
Come and cheer.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, I might embarrass you a little bit.
I'll be there. I'll be there, like chair, on my chair, standing on my chair, yelling and doing backflips.
Get some
and all that.
merch.
Get some merch.
No, I'm impressed that 11 years. I mean, because like any other semi-pro sports, sometimes like baseball or whatever, they'll start off with 6 teams, and then the next year it's 6 new teams.
Yeah.
1 team and 5 new teams. So
We all have jobs.
Yeah.
We're self-run. This year I'm on the board for the first time, and my eyes have been opened to how much work it takes to actually run the league. And the people who pulled us through the pandemic, big shout out to them, because that was like we didn't even know if we had anything to come back to, and they really
kept it together.
they
huh?
kept it together. And there are leagues that have possibly folding. I'm not
There
sure.
are leagues
It's-
that didn't make it out of the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it falls apart. People
Definitely.
pick up other interests. If you don't stay in touch with people, then they have other
Yeah.
interests. And,
Or they lost their venues. So that's what, when I said
Yeah.
come skate with us, I didn't mean just you. I mean the broader
oh, I thought you
audience.
wanted me to
Anybody.
get
We
my
would
shirt
love to.
on
That
and
wouldn't that be
give-
fun though?
Give
Like
a few
to, ha-
nudges and
to have your show
yeah.
at
That's-
Wallace Arena with us.
keep the mouth guard on.
Yes.
All right, ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you soon. We're going to take a break right back. Hey, thank you, Bradley. Where'd you pull that out of? That's pretty impressive. All of a sudden, he found it. I don't know where he found it, but you must have.
Facebook.
Yeah, it must be.
Oh,
Why didn't I think of that? That's why you're there. All right, taking a break, and we're with more comedy. This was a little bit comedy, right?
Yeah.
Boy, that comic show there, the what do you call it? The plastic.
Oh,
Comic
the
Con.
Comic-Con, the Plastic City Comic.
Yeah, that's
Hang tight, guys.
That's like,
We'll get you out of there.
That's like really grown. Yeah, they'll keep those on. They'll come and take them off. Okay. That's grown, huh? It started. Where'd you have the first one? It was like up at the Veteran Center. Or
There
the
was
Senior Center.
Senior Center in Leominster,
Yeah.
and then
Then it grew too much.
and then they moved it to Wallace.
Yeah, I've done
But
the
they're
last.
moving. They've moved it again. They're going to Game On
Is it
in Fitchburg.
because it's so big?
Oh, they are moving
I think
it
it's
again?
getting it's getting bigger, and then I know from talking with a lot of the vendors that they have serious Wi-Fi issues at Wallace. And so when you're a vendor there with your table trying to sell your stuff
trying to run the
off your
credit card
phone,
machine and stuff.
Dean, did
Yeah.
you send us to break? Are we going to break?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
All right.
No, I was still just yeah.
I just want to make sure we're communicating.
I didn't realize you were still on
I
air.
changed
was
my
about to
mind.
say something about
I've been
Comic-Con.
known to change my mind. No, but I heard you bring that up, and I'm like, wow, that started off here, and then it grew.
Yeah, it
and,
did, yeah.
and
It's
a
pretty big.
and they
event.
are. I mean, for them to be going all the way over to Game On, which is a huge space,
That's a big
huge,
venue.
but it's
They're
so
good
much
for them.
fun.
It's,
They were
We
squeezing
practiced
people
there,
in
too,
at Wallace
at
last
Game
year.
On.
oh yeah, that's
For a
right.
while.
That'd be a
It
good
was
spot.
tight.
Really, for space?
Oh yeah.
Last year,
Was it
last year's
was it the
Comic-Con
room
tight.
upstairs or the whole downstairs?
They had the
It's both.
entire ice
Wow.
arena full, and then
You
they
serious?
had probably
The
another
whole lobby area.
I want to go
10 tables upstairs.
I want to go just to see it.
Oh,
you
it's a
should.
riot.
Yeah, just for the.
The artwork is
If
amazing.
you ever watched
just
Big Bang Theory, that was
just
their big
perusing
thing, right?
through and
Yeah.
just looking at just the artwork, it's worth
The
it.
artwork is beautiful, and you can meet.
You can meet us. We'll be there.
Surprisingly, you can meet some. I met the artist who created. I don't know how big of a comic book fan you are. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl
No.
is one of my favorite comic book characters, and he was there. He was
Wow.
the creator.
That's big time.
And I was just like, I didn't recognize his face. It was, the poster in the back
Right.
and seeing his name, and I was a bit starstruck. I did a
Wow.
little fangirl and forgot to get my picture taken
Oh
with
no!
him.
It's one of my favorite events that we do as the league. It's like, oh, who's doing Comic-Con? I am. I'm going.
And do people
I'll
really
run the
dress
table.
up and?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
And we
It's
roller
crazy.
skate.
We roller
So
skate and
we're
hand
at
out
Comic-Con,
flyers
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Just go flying around the place.
Wow.
oh, if they allow us to. I don't know if we will if it's at Game On this
too
year.
crowded
It's a
at
little.
Wallace.
The floor's kind of.
Yeah, there's like cords and things. all
yeah,
over. You have to be
it
like
gets a
You gotta be
little
careful.
dangerous.
Yeah.
We might just walk around.
All right. Well, we like danger. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back this time. All right, Bradley. This one's for real.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Three, two, one. Hey, there you go. All right. Congratulations, we got a little citation. We saw you when you rented this, and you came in, little by little, you started painting and cleaning. We're all anxious and wondering what kind of artwork. Then you put a few pieces in the window. But the night that you opened, I came in, and I went back and said, you've got to come and look. This is definitely my style. But anyway, it's called Gallery Luxama.
Yes, Luxama.
Luxama.
Yes.
And
It's a French name, Luxama.
yeah, Luxama.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but it could be Italian too.
I know.
If you said it right.
Yeah.
If you said it right, we can make it anything. Anyway, you've done a beautiful job in here. So we have Leominster Access Television here, and we're doing a live Facebook broadcast. But you'll see everything that's in here. But you can't. You have to come in. You have to physically come in. And so you're closed Monday.
Just Monday, Sunday, Monday.
Sunday, Monday, but then they're open the rest of the week from 10 to 6 and then on
Saturday, 10 to 7.
10 to 7. And they're right down here on Main Street. Can't miss them, next to the cheese shop. And you gotta just come in. Show my favorite, Amanda. Amanda, show my favorite. Because that one's sold. But I can't describe how beautiful it is. And everything in here is like that. And anyway, so we're so happy that you chose this location and you came here. We have a little proclamation. And so if you could just tell us a little bit about your art and who else here is with you, your family.
Yes. First of all, let's pray, because I like to pray before I do anything. Can you bow our heads so we can pray for?
Sure.
Yes. Father God, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to be there today and to be among all those beautiful and amazing people. And I'm glad you give me talent, and I'm surrounded by good and beautiful artists and everybody. So thank you. We praise your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yes. I am Samuel Luxama. The gallery is my name. My wife is Flor Luxama. And so the gallery is a result of several years of dream. Now one of those dreams is finally come true. I grew up I was born in Haiti, a beautiful country in the Caribbean. Now I came to the U.S. and met my wife. She's the one who support me in everything I'm doing, and she's my second half, and never leave me. So I'm so grateful to God first, and to her second, and I have my friend Natasha who support me also in everything I'm doing. I'm grateful that I'm favored of every single blessing of God. And then the Gallery Luxama is, like I said, is a place. Because when I was looking for places to exhibit my artwork, it was difficult for me, especially in my country, to find a place to exhibit my work. Because everybody, they used to tell me, "You're very talented. You're very talented." I say, "Okay, so why can't I find someone to exhibit my artwork?" You don't understand me? Now that it came in my mind. Okay, now I can't find a place to exhibit but I can create one. I can make one. I can make it happen. So from this time, I had this idea, and I've been working on it for years, and now it's like tangible, and I'm living the reality. Thank you guys for coming and help me. I appreciate your help. Thank you.
There you are. We're accurate inside Leominster. Yes, we had a nice opening there as well at the new 45 Main Street is where that is, and he's there every day. He takes Monday to kind of regroup and do some administrative things, but the artwork is absolutely beautiful, and right downtown, right on Main Street, and it's just every piece in there is beautiful. Got to stop in. There's no pressure for you to walk out and to make sure you buy something. It's not that kind of place. And it's an art gallery, and it's there for you to appreciate. And if for some reason, you fell in love with something and it's not sold, then deal. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, Dino.
Crystal, what's going on?
No, Mark is still out now.
Yeah, it's okay. He's resting up, right?
Yep.
Maybe they'll bring him. He'll just recuperate just in time to open up the new store.
Yeah, I know you can't wait for that, huh?
When it's all done, yeah. I couldn't find the Brussels sprouts last week.
Now they moved around a lot of things, and all the customers are frustrated.
Yeah, I know. It's like a scavenger hunt. Tell them.
Yeah.
Right.
I was feeling frustrated too.
Yeah, I know, but it's temporary. It's going to be a better store later, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. As long as they don't
Take care.
put the cranberries in the can, the solid cranberry, on one aisle and move the other stuff, the gel. They have the two different kinds.
Yeah,
as long as they keep them in the same aisle, because
makes sense.
Jerry Caruso's here tonight or this afternoon, whatever it is.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're
You haven't
going.
been here in a while.
Yeah,
I was kind of feeling a little slighted. Like, Jerry hasn't asked to come on in a while.
I know.
What
and
happened?
he never comes on. No, I find any opportunity. No, yeah, just been busy. Even with the pandemic, I was busy. I was so busy. And everybody goes, how? You couldn't do anything. I go, well, I had Zooms. I had podcasts I was on. I did live shows, like outdoor shows. Then I did some kind of sort of inside, you know, and still did it.
I've been on some Zoom calls that were kind of like comedy shows. I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
I like when I get the people said, you know, I go, well, turn on your volume.
Yeah.
You know, they can't hear you.
Or the people are like, leave for a half hour, and like, where'd they go?
Oh, my God.
They went down to McDonald's to get fries, and then they came back.
They went to change their shorts they had.
Yeah,
but
something happened.
So I've been always busy.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I've been in and out of the area, and which is good because
you're everywhere.
Oh God, yeah, too much of everywhere. Acting started up again, murder mystery, which your lovely daughter was on a few of them.
I want to do one of those, but I'll never remember what my lines are.
You don't have to. You can be the hitman.
I have to.
I'm not trying to typecast.
No, but yeah, it's okay. But as long as you don't give me lines, because I did The Wizard of Oz some years ago, and trying to remember all those lines, it was I had them written on my hands and my shoes and all over the place.
So I'm the show because I'm the cop, and I'm out there the whole time, 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
So
you're the facilitator too, right?
Pretty much. But I take a notebook like a good cop does. But I write my lines and their lines down when I have a conversation in case they screw up and they forget their lines. First show we had back, guy was a new actor. He goes, I got everything all set. Yeah. He forgot 2 lines. I had to remind him.
Well, I have to
but
be,
a lot of it's improv, too.
That's what I'm saying. I'd have to be like Jackie Gleason. I'd have to do that. You know, like they always say, he just walked in.
Yep.
And just started, you know, he told him what the game plan was, and off he went.
Well, I always tell people when they act, it's like you get the gist of what's going on.
Right.
Don't remember every line.
Right.
Try to get the gist of it. If you're supposed to do this, this, and this, just put it in your own words.
Anybody ever come in and totally mess it up?
Yeah, one girl did. She no longer works for us. I don't know where she is anymore.
But she just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I think she was like, she wanted to do her own thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't do your own thing. It's like anything, you have lines, but it's like I tell people, get the gist of it. Don't get the lines.
But isn't this like the Titanic? At the end is the same. It's the butler.
No, well, okay.
Or is it just not the butler at all anymore?
Yeah, there's no butlers.
Right.
We have like different endings.
Yeah.
And it's like different kind of scripts. There's an Italian show. There's an Irish show. There's a mobster. There's all kinds of stuff. So, but we always try to change characters around so you don't see the same person. Because some people are repeats because they go to Maggiano's in Boston, and all of a sudden, someone
like
told
groupies. They go to all these murder mysteries.
One guy told me.
I think it's the guy that goes every time that did it. Really.
Probably.
The groupie.
But he says, oh, we've been on the website waiting for you to start up again, Jerry. I go, it's not me that wants to start up again. It's the restaurant. We're waiting on them. We could have started late last year.
They blaming it on you.
Yeah, well, they're asking me, like,
Jerry
like I run everything.
Guy. What's his name? Caruso Garcia.
What's wrong with you? But it's like, but people want to come back. They saw this first show. They
it's
go,
the guy with the
next one
mask. The guy with the mask did it.
You know, we don't do costumes, so it's really cool so that people blend in like they're a part of it. I'll get you down. What
if it wouldn't it be funny if just somebody came off the street and just walked in the back door and started participating?
So like, yeah.
There was at one of the hotels. It's a good story. They were having their holiday party, which was after the holiday. And I want to make sure I get this right in case somebody's watching. They call me and say, oh, you got it wrong.
They always do.
But the basic of it is good. So apparently this guy had come in. He wanted to rent a hotel room. And they said, well, you know, can I have your license? And I don't have my license. Can I have a credit card? Well, I have a credit card. But I'll go get it. And he went outside and came back in and said, I want to rent a room. Same guy. And same lady said, you got your license with you, and I need your. They say that every time you rent, right? You go to a hotel, like, need your license, and I need your credit card. And he said, I don't have one. And the lady said, well, I can't get you a room. So they're in the big ballroom. They're having their Christmas party.
Oh my God.
Yeah. all of a sudden the guy comes flying through on his bicycle.
What?
Just comes flying through the ballroom on his bicycle.
Oh my God.
That must have made the whole party.
I was just going to say.
Isn't that the best? That means he came down the whole lobby, came right through the lobby, right? Had to make a left into the ballroom. When it had get right, the door must have been open. He must have slid through it, went in, drove around, and then left.
They must have told like whoever's running the party, the manager or HR, saying like, "That was brilliant."
Yeah, did you
Great
guys do
you
that?
did
That was the highlight of the party.
That was amazing. That broke up everything.
Maybe some night you ought to fake it and say, we don't even know who this person is, right? You just have somebody come in and you, I don't know who they are.
Unfortunately, the theatrical company probably get mad at me. They use me for everything in,
really?
in New England.
So it's a company. This is organized.
Yeah, I work for Murder Mystery USA.
So this is organized.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought this was like you were the,
no.
like taken off of.
Someone had asked me once, like, can you do a murder mystery for us? I go, no, just hire the company I work for. I'm dedicated to them because they've had me since 2001.
So they give you the script and all that.
Yeah, give me script. And Stephanie, your daughter was like a host once. She did a phenomenal job. So she's like my right-hand, left-hand person. Drops the clues, talks to the crowd, tells them, like, you got to fill out answer sheets or listen to the cop, don't listen to anybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to blame the cop. They think I'm a dirty cop. But anyway.
You like playing the cop.
Oh, I love it with a passion.
See?
When they hired me, they go, we want a wise Italian cop. I go, look no further.
Yeah, don't even tear up those, fill out those applications and then throw them in the trash. Right?
Yeah.
So in the comedy world, now you've been doing this how many years?
Since 1993, so
That's
29
incredible.
years.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
I love it.
Consistently. You stay
Love
right
it.
with it.
I love it.
You did those comedy boot camps at the Mount and
Yeah.
right. I mean,
comedy classes, and now I've been doing them at Leominster Public Library.
Oh, cool.
With the Stratton players. It's the second year we did it. They go, we want to do it every year in January. Get everybody out of the doldrums.
Kind of like a workshop sort of thing, and people are interested. You know, I was reading this article one day, and it came about because they found out a lot of retirees were still working.
Oh, yeah.
And the concept was they were still working because they needed extra money.
Oh, yeah.
But then when they drilled down a little deeper, they found a pocket. They found the pocket of people that had retired and were working, but doing something that they always wanted to do.
Isn't that's how it should be?
And they found this guy, and he literally sold his house so he could move closer to the city. He always wanted to be a puppeteer.
No
Always
way.
wanted to be a puppeteer. Always. Now, he'd been a teacher. He loved being a teacher. But he said, I couldn't make a full-time living at being a puppeteer, but I always wanted to be a puppeteer.
That's awesome.
So he went off and worked, he made some money with it, but he was doing something that he absolutely loved to do. And so some of the people maybe that come to your kind of workshops are people that always wanted to dabble in comedy, but, never had the chance.
Some just want that 15 seconds of 15 minutes of fame. Some really want to do it.
I'm waiting for mine. How long do I have to
I'm
wait?
waiting for mine, too.
Yeah, when does this happen? Who's your favorite comedian? I meant to ask you that last time you were on the show.
Easily,
Yes.
Robin Williams. It's almost like a three-way tie. Robin Williams, Rodney Dangerfield, and Steve Martin. Three totally different comedians. Robin Williams, because he can improv. He could just work off of the
fast.
crowd. Oh, he's
He was
very
on Johnny Carson one night, and all of a sudden he screamed, and he jumped up, and he looked behind the couch, and he said, Jimmy Hoffa. Out of nowhere. Like, what? Johnny Carson was like, what just happened?
He was...
what a brilliant guy.
Brilliant.
Huh?
And Steve Martin is very clever. He turned the tables when he did the Oscars or the Academy Awards because they wanted him to be nicey. But he's like, no, I'm just going to give you comedy, give you what you want. And he had some great material. I saw him live when he was in the 70s. Wow. 75, I saw him in Boston. One-man show. He's running down the aisle, thin guy with a white suit, red tie, playing a banjo, doing his thing for almost 2 hours.
2 hours.
And I said to my friend, I got to do this. He goes, yeah.
No, but 2 hours is a long time.
Pretty much, for pretty close to 2 hours.
But I guess once you got the crowd kind of excited about you, there's not much you can say wrong after,
and
right?
you could do pretty much anything you want to, but for him to go from comedy to stories to playing the banjo, and he really played well, and he sang songs incorrectly, but he was the total entertainer. Like, my friend goes to me, how's he going to do this? He had a few props, but he just did it. It's like almost 2 hours. Like, how'd this guy do it?
He was comfortable.
Longest I ever did was like an hour and 18 minutes.
Wow.
And I did it because we had to do a show for a church, and the guy that opened for me, real good friend, Bill Slummer, said, I'll do what I can. It's a church, Jerry. He was like afraid of everybody, Jesus staring down on him and Mother Mary. It's like, just don't worry about it. Just don't say the 4-letter words. And he didn't. And he did a good job. But then I looked at the clock. I said, Jesus, we got time to fill. So I just did it. He did like 12 minutes, and we had to give an hour and a half. And I didn't realize I did an hour and 18. Another one I did an hour and 15. If the crowd likes you, just like you say, you just keep going.
You just keep going.
And now that I'm doing my favorite thing, like the show we're doing in 2 weeks, it's a benefit, a fundraiser. I love doing those. No one's going to heckle you.
No.
If someone heckles you at a fundraiser, they look pretty bad.
Yeah, or they drank too much.
The crowd's going to go against
they drank
it.
too much.
Yeah.
One of Tara's friends is a comedian, and he does it at Christian venues.
And I like that.
And I say, well, how'd you pull that? I mean, you know, let's face it, you can't swear. You got to keep your boundaries, right?
Yep.
I mean, you're at, you know. He does it full time. It's a full time gig.
Yeah, I do as many churches as possible. People go, how can you do a church?
Is that your way into heaven? Or?
Well, no, God has a sense of humor. He made me. But it's like, I just don't lean on the edgy side.
That was actually funny.
What?
You said, oh, God, he made me.
God has a sense of humor.
You kind of glossed over that.
But yeah, I say quick things. You know, I just do my thing and talk, and sometimes it's about stories, and you'd be surprised, like if you do a church and there are a lot of older people there, they want to hear all about you. Like if you go to a nursing home or 55 and over, they want to hear everything about you. And if it's funny, they'll support you. They're usually good. But, you know, me, you know.
And with Jerry Caruso, he's been doing comedy since 1993. He does a ton of benefits, and his generosity, and you had to hold a full-time job at one time.
I still do.
You still do?
Well, now I'm semi-retired. I work three days a week.
But
so.
I mean, at one time you had a full schedule. And you were everywhere.
As of last year, yeah.
And people would ask you to help them out. You said no to nobody, and
I was like the easy girl in high school. I could never say no.
Right,
but did you get that one?
Yeah, I completely got that.
There we go.
But this is a church audience here.
That's not bad, but didn't say anything.
These people are going to bingo tomorrow. But imagine making your full-time living.
Oh, I love it. I would love to do that.
But
it's hard to do. It's just hard to do. The money you make is not as much. The big boom in comedy, the 80s going into the early 90s, people were getting paid all kinds of money. That slowly went down.
Right.
So
the comedy clubs are kind of gone now.
Yeah.
But still people like to laugh.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's like, depending on what people have as like a budget to support things. That's why I love doing benefits and fundraisers, because it's just like you're bound to fill the place. I mean, people want to support it, and they say, well, I pay X amount of money, I'm going to have a dinner, and I'm going to have a comedy show. Why not? Yeah. And that's what we're doing the 18th of
All right,
March.
let's talk about that, because on the 18th at the Bull Run, that's a pretty, some hefty people have played there, boy, I'll tell you. 215
I've been
Great
there
Road,
twice,
Shirley.
but
Twice.
go on. Yeah, twice I've been there.
To benefit, Be the Match, to benefit leukemia and lymphoma society.
Yep.
And you know it'll be a full house.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, right now, I think from what Tracy, which she apologizes for not being able to
That's
come.
all right.
As of last count, I think they sold 102 tickets. They want to sell 200. I go, well, you still got time. I go, there's a lot of people who may wait till the last
We're talking
minute.
March 18th.
Yeah,
you still got some time.
So we got like...
And that's why we're here. And tickets include a buffet dinner at the Bull Run restaurant with a comedy show to follow. Hey, dinner includes chicken piccata, baked haddock, macaroni and cheese, seasoned vegetables, hot rolls, and a warm apple crisp. Event proceeds go to Be the Match, which helps support patients and their families as they navigate a bone marrow or blood cell.
That's amazing. Because they may have, excuse me, they may have swab kits here, so people want to be tested. But here's a deal that I didn't know. It's got to be people between 18 and 40. You're under that age and you're over that top age, you can't do it.
We don't qualify.
People, me and you don't qualify.
We're not making marrow anymore.
No, that's it. Yeah. But the people that can do it, can boost the immune systems of people for what they're going through, and help them survive what they're going through.
Well, anyway, that's what's coming up, and I don't know if I have any information here, but as to who they contact.
I guess it'd be Tracy Bouchard Donato. She may go by all three names.
Yeah.
She
Well,
goes
just
by 2 out of 3.
call my office. We'll make sure you get all the information. I got to do the couple of things here. Hang in there. Don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
I'm staying. You know me.
You're not
I
leaving?
won't leave. You know?
All right. Let's do some stuff. Look at that beautiful drone picture of
Oh, that is nice.
the city of Leominster. Huh?
Very nice.
Isn't that beautiful? There's us. Tonight's numbers will change, but right now they're at about 61,000 got tested in 7 days. 3356 tested positive. 87 deaths. One is too many. 866 in all of Worcester County. If you look to the bottom of the page, we're at 33. That's 33 in 7 days. And hospitalization down. Luckily, we were up to over 1,000 at one point. Intensive care is down, and intubated is down as well. Today, in case you didn't know it, it's International School Meals Day. Doesn't anybody like a good school meal, huh?
No.
It's Name Tag Day. It's National Barbie Day. It's National Crab Meat Day. Now you're talking. Now, hey, it's National Get Over It Day. Hey, just get over it.
Get over it.
And get over your false teeth. It's National False Teeth Day, National Heroes and Benefactors Day, National Meatball Day.
We should like that.
Exactly. And Popcorn Lovers Day and World Kidney Day. How's that? What a mishmash that is, huh?
That's a... I know, there's always days for everything.
There's a day for everything, and if there isn't one, there'll be one tomorrow. Did you know that in 1942, the construction of the Alaska Highway begins? I mean, that's pretty new.
Huh.
Imagine now
That
they're
is,
making movies.
considering.
Trucks drive over it and they make movies. 1954, the first local color TV commercial was aired. And in 1954, WMUR TV Channel 9 in Manchester begins broadcasting. That was the first station. And so they didn't have any television reception in New Hampshire.
Right.
Then came WMUR. And in 1959, Barbie makes her debut as the American Toy Toy Fair in New York. Over 1 billion have been sold worldwide.
That's amazing.
And in 1964, the first Ford Mustang produced. What's that worth? Imagine if you had a Mustang that you just never used. You just put it in the garage and left it there.
Millions.
1981, Dan Rather becomes the primary anchorman at CBS. And in 1987, Chrysler Corp offers to buy American Motors.
I remember that.
Remember? They
Yeah,
had
I remember
the what was it, the Pacer car?
Yeah, the Gremlin.
The Gremlin they had.
Yeah.
Imagine that and they were going to buy him out for $1 billion at the time.
Wow.
So Chrysler did buy him out. I think they did buy him out. Anyway, 1988, actress Audrey Hepburn is appointed a UNICEF Special Ambassador. Remember that? Going out on Halloween and the teacher would make you go and ask people for money for UNICEF?
Yep. Oh, my God.
Well, you got an F. Hey, coming up tonight, just as a reminder, 6 o'clock tonight on the 9th, in case you're watching this on Sunday, too late, but you can come to the Youth Art Show at City Hall. We're going to be taping there at 6, guys? 6 o'clock?
6:30 to 7.
6:30. All right, I'll be there at 6:30. A little bit before 6:30. Event starts at 6. And then 9, and then that goes on to the 16th. So any day of the week, you can come to City Hall and look at the artwork. Then we have Indoor Farmers Market coming up next week, and then the world-famous pizza crawl. And that is, let's see, that's the 19th to the 25th, but tickets go on sale on Monday. We have Not Your Average Health Fair. That's coming up on March 23rd at City Hall. It's a Thursday, so 2 weeks from now. And here we go. We're going to do Pictures of the Week. Are you ready, Mr. Caruso?
Go for it, yeah.
I never know what's
I like
on
pictures.
here, by the way. You love pictures?
Yeah, pictures are good.
Pictures. Here we go. There's our Welcome to Beauty Empire.
Nice.
New business on North Main Street. We just featured them. You know, there's something when somebody starts a new business and they're young people and they've put every ounce of energy and money and the families came together and just a wonderful thing.
That's awesome.
It really is. And Gallery Laxama over there at 45 Main Street. See 2 new businesses on Main Street.
Nice.
Just a beautiful gallery in there. Just superb work. And then we're ready for the Student Art Show. And yeah, kids are so excited to see their artwork and their parents.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Grandparents come to see it, you know. And then Christmas is over for now. The DPW took down all the wreaths and we're getting ready. And you know what? Last year on March 13th, we planted our pansies. We're always the first to plant our flowers.
No kidding.
So, yeah, it'll be next week sometime. We'll hopefully be planting. And then trading ideas at the Mayor's Youth Council meeting. And we're going to be taking on next month is World Autism Day. and we've got some plans. So the Mayor's
cool.
Youth Council and the Leominster Police,
Nice.
our outreach department, and others are going to be working and focusing on autism. Police station is really shaping up. You know, at first it just looks like concrete.
Right.
Then the thing starts to take shape, and there they are. The thing is just moving along.
God, that's
There's
amazing.
the backside of it all. It's a big building.
Huh.
We'll
That
be
is
ready
good
in
stuff.
June, hopefully, and so much behind the scenes. Lots of now it's finish work and
Yep.
hooking the wires up to things, and phone systems and computers, and and there's the Dino Dash, the world famous, never award winning, hands-free Dino Dash.
It deserves an award.
Yeah.
A dash cam.
This show's been on 30 years. We've never won an award, so we're the non-award winning show. We're happy about that. It's something to be, said, right?
I gotta try to boost your ratings.
Did you ever
somehow.
win an award? You were acknowledged.
Well, I get certificates from raising money for veterans and stuff.
Right.
That's a good thing, yeah.
And this was one of my favorite photos. We got all the living mayors at the time. Richie Gerard, we had named the Richie Gerard Senior Center after Richie Gerard. And we were able to get all living mayors. I think the only one that couldn't make it was Mayor McLaughlin. So all those were alive at the same time.
Wow.
There's only 2 people left, myself and Mayor Perla.
Wow.
Third from the left. And we had a lot of fun. A lot of ice breaking that night because, politics and but everybody was there. We had a good time. There was a lot of laughs. Look at me on the right. I look like, I don't know what it is.
A young stud. Look at that.
Look at that. That don't look like a stud to me.
Well,
But it was
you
good. That was historical.
The girls like the Italian guys.
Yeah.
Just, you gotta admit
about
it.
that.
We're blessed.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
God. And this was one of the most historic purchases, and it'll never happen again. I mean, it'll be a long time before you can get all those people
That's
together.
amazing.
There were 7 living mayors at the time.
Wow.
And that's a story.
Hey, one more thing about the 18th. There's Johnny Joyce and me. Johnny Joyce is from Boston's Best Comedians, Foxwoods.
Wow.
He runs Crystal Campbell. He raises money for the Crystal Campbell Foundation, the girl that died at the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
He's insane. He's a great comic. He's a great friend. So we double headline. We haven't done
Wow.
that. We usually do like 3 acts, but we're just going to do 2.
Yeah.
And me and Johnny work together
Well,
a lot.
I mean, they got to eat their apple crisp, and there's a lot to be done there. You don't want to interfere with apple
But,
crisp.
and all done by Ron Bouchard, racing team that does all the fundraising for cancer-related organizations.
He's a good guy, Ron Bouchard.
Oh, great guy.
We should keep
And-
his memory alive.
Oh, yeah, and that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
They do things every year and
Yeah.
give money all over the place. I'm honored to be there because Tracy's a hard worker,
Yeah.
her mom too, and everybody involved
Nice
in
people.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Nice people.
I don't know
Always-
how I get included with nice people, but
Well, they thought your last name was
Charity
Bouchard.
work.
They thought your name was Bouchard.
That was Caruso, EAU at the end,
E-A-U.
He must be French too,
Yeah.
Although she's got Italian in her, right? Donato, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
There you go, buddy.
You know,
got it
the
all
marriage
done.
of Italian and French, But
Well, Jerry, what a pleasure.
Always a
I know
pleasure.
you were out there trying to get on the roller derby team, and they told you they couldn't let you on and everything. And I actually had to separate them out there. I don't know if they were going to go at it or what was going to happen out there.
when I
but
walked in and see all a couple of burly-looking girls, I'm like, hey, nice to meet you.
Nice with them. Nice ladies. Nice
Yeah, they're
ladies.
really nice.
And it's something to see. So
The girl trying to talk to you, most of the time she goes, I got to get the names all straight. I go, don't worry about my name. I'm just a guest on the show."
don't worry about me. I'm just. All right, we're out of time here at Inside Leominster. We're off. We got a Cookie Melanson worked at the city. Was a veterans choir, the International Veterans Chorus. Passed
Wow.
away, 90-something. He was still singing.
My God.
And so his wake is this afternoon. So we're going to get up there and then off to the art show. So there you go. All
Thank
right,
you.
We've got to go. Thanks for watching. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. You need to show up.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by DeCarolis Insurance Agency Incorporated, DeCarolisInsuranceAgency.com, and by Enterprise Bank. Enterprise Bank creates success. EnterpriseBanking.com.
This is LTV.